Hey guys, welcome back. So in this video we are continuing with our VB.NET project, that is gift shop, and now we will be doing the code to place the order. So this was the page where we had stopped in the last video, and here the place order button is there. So let us click on this and you will go to the design, the code page. So here place order, click. So once this button is clicked, we need to store the order and we have to check with the input fields. So first let us create a database to store this. So in your server explorer, if you don't have this, you can just get it from your view server explorer. So it will be coming over here. So I'll just check with my tables. So I have only users, so we'll create a new table, say new table, and okay, so we are going to name our table first. So we are going to call it orders table, and the first thing is ID, and we are going to auto increment this thing. So just scroll below and you can see identity specification, just make it true and increment with 1, and the start will starting with the number 1. Okay, so now let us add the next fields whichever we require. We can check in the design and just scroll here and you can see product ID, product name, then first name and last name. So let us add first this much. So let's say product ID, and this will be varchar and not allowing nulls. Allow null if you check this. So if there is no value in this, it will insert the record. So we are not allowing that now. So product name, this is also going to be varchar, and next was f name, varchar of 50, and then the L name, that's the last name. So I have added all the columns here. So till payment mode I have added here. Save this. So click on update and you can see it's done here. Say update database. So it is created. So here you can just refresh and check, you will get your orders table. So now what we are going to do is we are going to this part and click on place your order. Here we are going to check if the payment mode is cash or card. Okay, so we will use a if condition here. If payment mode dot text is equal to card. Okay, oops, okay, so if it is card, then you have to process the card, else the cash transaction. So I'll just copy and paste the code here. I'll just quickly explain you the code. So if the payment mode is card, then we are just checking the card number. So I have given here a single fixed number. Okay, so when you enter the card number, it has to be 1 2 3 4 3 times. Okay, so it will be 12 digit and this one single number. Okay, so if this is not the one, it will say wrong card number. Okay, so if you want, you can use a card table and have your various card numbers over. So I just needed one for the demo purpose, so I have statically given it over here. So if it is card, then you are just creating a new connection here as SQL connection, and this is the variable for the command, and this is basic the connection string that we use for the register purpose, like the registration user registration time. So this is just, you'll get it from here. Just click on properties and here you can see connection string. Just copy this part and paste it over here. So here we are just checking if the any of the label is empty. So if it is null, that means if there is no value, we are going to show a message box telling please enter the details, else insert into the orders table. After inserting, we are just going to show a message box, your order has been placed, and then we are closing the connection. So here it says please enter correct details if there is some issue in this. Okay, so this is just a try catch block, and here where this if condition is ending here, else if this is not the right number, this is going to show. And let us go to the main if condition, the outer one. So if it is not a card, transaction, then we are not checking any card number and all, so it's directly going to be cash. So we are just inserting the data and saying your order has been placed. Once the order has been placed, we have to show the feedback page. So first let us create that. Let's say add Windows form, say feedback.vb. okay, so just expand it, change the back color to white, and here we are just going to add a few labels. So where the toolbox, it's here, say label, say please share your valuable feedback, and the font size and style we are just going to change that to make it look good. And size you can say 34, it's too big, 26. okay, looks good. Bold, this looks good. okay, and I'm going to say a rich text box, so that gives then big area to enter the input. So I'm just going to fill it till here, and so once the user has given the input, he has to submit it, right? So we are going to add buttons. Add a button, the text will be submit, and the button name we are going to say submit feedback underscore button. So if you want, you can change the back color of this button. So I can make it green, and the fore color, that is the text color, will make it to white, and just increase the size so it look good. Make it bold, and we are going to use our font, that is Tahoma, and here. okay, copy and paste the same thing. And so if the user doesn't want to give this feedback, we are just going to say skip, and the button name is going to be skip underscore button. The back color you can make it to red, so we'll make the background color to red. Oops, select the button and red. okay, this looks good. And now when you click the submit button, it has to insert, right? So let us create a database for that. Server Explorer, tables, add new table, and here we'll name the table as feedback. So this ID is default. I'm going to add an auto increment. okay, so next we are going to say the user email. okay, so the one who is giving, and this will be varchar. We are going to allow nulls, so, and the message, okay, feedback message, so we're going to write message. This will be varchar. So this user email, we are not going to take it in the feedback form. okay, so what we are going to do is, when the user is logging in, so we will take his email ID from there. So in this gift details.vb, this class which we had made, we are just going to add a global variable here, another one, public shared user email, or you can write authenticated user email, so the one who is logged in, as string. Save it, and in the login form, so here we have the login form, and you click login. So here when it is successfully logged in, we are just going to use that and assign him the value. So we are going to import the class first. Imports gift shop dot gift details class, and here we just created the variable auth user email equal to the email dot text value we are going to give. Okay, so now when the user gives the feedback, it will automatically store his email which user had given the feedback. So now what we have to do is, you have to write the code to insert. So first let us save this database, say update database. So here we are just going to copy the code from the register thing. Okay, we just require few lines from here, and we'll just remove the unwanted things. So feedback, paste it, import the SQL client, here it is. Oops, above this. Okay, so these are the text fields, so we are not using any of these, so we'll remove this. So we are just checking the feedback thing, right? So here's the form feedback. This one, so just going to name this rich text box as feedback box. Copy the name and paste it here. The feedback box dot text is empty, then please enter or say feedback cannot be empty. Okay, so else if there is, then you have to insert into feedback table values, so the user email dot text and the f name, I mean the feedback message. So rest we don't require anything, so just remove that. And here we will import the class, imports gift shop dot gift details, and we are going to import the auth user email. So you don't have to say dot text, it will directly insert. And the other thing is feedback box, right? So let's say feedback box dot text, and this is not required, no login. So we have done this coding for feedback inserting. Okay, so where the checkout page, so once the checkout, I mean place your order is completed, so it has to open to the feedback page, right? So here your order has been placed, so here you have to give the code feedback dot show, and we can just hide the current page. So we'll say me dot hide. The same thing even for this is for the cash transaction, and even for the card, once the order is placed we are going to save it. Okay, now the feedback form will be open, and here we have given, so if they submit, there has to be something and it will insert in the database. So once inserted, we are going to prompt a message. Okay, so here instead of user registered successfully, thank you for sharing your feedback. Okay, so me dot hide, and when we'll create a thank you page here, thank you dot show. So first let us create it, say add Windows form thank you dot vb, say add. Okay, so we are going to say thank you dot show, and in this page we are just going to add an image and a label. telling thank you for shopping with us. Okay, and here you're just going to add a label, view toolbox and search label. The text is going to be thank you for shopping with us. So the back color is going to be transparent and the fore color is going to be white. The Homa. Okay, font size let's keep 24 or let's keep 28 and we'll make it bold, and here you're going to give a button that will say exit. Okay, oops, button. It will be over here. I'm going to name it as exit underscore button, and the text is going to be exit. Back color, I'll just make it red. The fore color, make it white. Increase the font to 16 and bold. Okay, so on clicking this we just have to exit the page, so we are just going to say application dot exit. And the other part, that is this one, the skip button, when we click this it has to directly go to the thank you page. Okay, so if a user doesn't want to give feedback, so you can just say thank you dot show. Okay, so now we are ready to test it, so let us save and start. So we have skipped the login and directly we are here. Just click chocolates and dairy milk, say buy now, and here you can see the product ID and the product name is here. Just make it full screen and I'm going to add my name, say phone number, email, and city is Bangalore, state landmark is church, and the payment mode I'm going to say card. I have put the correct card number, so it has to store the data. So it's, you can see your order has been placed. Okay, so you can see this feedback form is here. So let me say it was a good experience with gift shop. That's the application name. So when I click on submit, it has to insert. Please enter correct details. There is some error here. We'll just check it out. So let us click skip, and you have come to the thank you page. So thank you for shopping with us. Exit. Okay, so everything is working perfect except the feedback thing, right? So let us check what is wrong here, and here insert into feedback. So first we'll check with the table name. So view server explorer, tables. Okay, feedback. Okay, so there's some misspelling over here, so it's feedback, not feedback. Okay, so I'll just remove it. So make sure you type it correctly while you're creating this. So now the error must have been solved. So let us save and start. Okay, so login, and you have directly come to the chocolates page. Buy now, and here first name, let us give some dummy details. We have given not null for this, so we have to fill everything. So cash, place your order has been placed. Say good one. Say submit. Thank you for sharing your feedback. So finally it is inserted. Okay, so thank you for shopping with us, and now we'll exit this, and I'll show you in the database if it is inserted or not. So feedback, you right click and say show table data, and you can see here the good one. So I have not logged in, so it is over here. So that is why I had left the user email as null. Accept the null. Okay, so when you log in, the user email will automatically come over here. So let us check with the orders. There must be a lot of orders because we are just testing it now. So you can see so many orders have been placed. In this video we have seen how to make the feedback form and insert the orders in the orders database table. So thank you for watching this video. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you once again.